Welcome to the GSL. What an awesome series we saw there. That was
actually quite a fine series.
I just was backstage talking to I'm Humor.
What did he say? Do you have a tear in his eye? Did you wipe it away and give him a hug?
I gave him a hug, gave him a little kiss on the forehead. No, he goes, because he comes in, I'm so stupid. I can't believe I lost. Mostly mad about the first game.
I think he should be. That was really a lot of his blunders. I think the third game was really taken by STA's. Great build he planned out.
Well, he was mad because it didn't occur to him that there was a warp prism.
Yeah.
He said in his base at first. He thought
no one ever makes warp prisms.
He thought that somebody snuck DTs in his base, so he kept scanning and then not making a turret.
Yeah.
And then he realized he was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he has a warp prism in my base and made the turret. And then by then it's just too late. I mean, the damage has been done.
Quite true.
Yeah.
And that is the end of his story for this GSL.
That's
Poor
new
guy.
chapter in GSL 3. Let's take a look at our players now.
It's time for our next match. Here he is. HongUn.
He's a staff sergeant.
Prime.
You know, the thing about me is I never served in the military.
Yeah.
Not really from much of a military family, so these ranks get a bit confusing me, but he is a staff sergeant.
Yeah, no, the most I know about ranks is from like newbie kids on the US East server from like a terrible clan where they just like they have all these ranks in their profile. That's how much I know, man. Like first lieutenant, like I'm like, are you in charge? Like I don't know. Like anyways.
He peels the potatoes. HongUn Prime, one of the best interviewers we have here in Gulf.
Definitely. This guy gives interviews better than pretty much anyone. I love his style.
I love
very
his
talented
attitude.
player. Made it very deep into the last tournament. I think it was top 8, actually. He is the one who knocked out Clyde. Speaking of which, I don't know if we're going to cast Clyde before going to BlizzCon, which kind of makes me sad.
I know. I love Clyde's games.
I know. We're like talking about Clyde instead of HongUn right now. That's how much we love him. Like this guy that knocked him out and stuff. It's like such a disrespect to him.
Here is our other player.
This is Kyrix. Kyrix from Zenex, says Zenith, but they merged with Nex.
They just merged together.
Zenex. And I wonder which one the N is from. Is it from Zenith or from Nex? I feel like it's from Nex, even though it would be more fair to be from Zenith.
You have to change out the one N for the other.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's capitalized, right? So.
Oh, that's true. It is.
Yeah. I'm going to go with it's from Nex. But anyways, this guy is a Zerg player, so we can see a nice ZVP. We've seen a lot of HongUn's PvZ. He's quite strong in the matchup. And Kyrix, we don't really know a lot about. He's kind of a new player. Didn't make it in last season. One of these new Zergs that we're like, oh, whoa, who's this new Zerg guy? Cool. And I hope that it is cool.
It probably will be pretty sweet, man. HongUn Prime, if you haven't seen his games from Season 1, he is a very talented, very
round
talented.
Of 8, man.
Yeah, round of 8.
That's like a lot of money, a lot of prestige.
Yeah. And he did that sick stalker strategy on Desert Oasis.
So many stalkers. And
blinking them in and out of the main. Really cool. I love this player. He's really fun to watch play. And, of course, anybody from Zenex is going to be good. That's another one of the big teams out here. It's like Wera, Prime, OGS. TSL is still a level above though, as well as ST.
Yeah, ST seems to be extremely talented.
Yes.
Or super talented.
Super duper talented.
Yeah.
We're going to get the maps up here in just a minute. But let me talk about the maps. They eliminated HongUn Prime, eliminating Scrap Station and Blistering Sands. On the other hand, we have Kyrix eliminating Shakura's Plateau and Jungle Basin.
Okay, Jungle Basin. Totally understand.
New map.
You can warp in a lot of different angles on that.
Yeah.
So I understand removing that against Protoss. Shakura's Plateau, this just tells me he hasn't played the map enough. It's a long map. It's a map
most
that
of these
you
guys
want to play.
I haven't played it hardly at all.
Yeah. It's but it's definitely one of the best maps in the pool. No doubt about that. So it just shows us that Kyrix is more comfortable on the other maps that he's been playing for a longer time. That's fine. You go with what you're comfortable with, not just a map that's just happens to be good for your race. Now, set 1, Metalopolis. We've seen HongUn has some strong PvZ on this map. We saw him against, I believe it was OGS Sazane, where he had some crazy stalker usage as well. So he's quite good at this map, but it's a good map overall. Then we have Zelnauer Caverns, one of the more balanced maps. And last but not least, Steps of
of
War.
War.
That is the map that when we get there, Kyrix is going to be scratching his head as the Colossus is standing inside the main base of HongUn Prime and attacking the main hatchery of Kyrix. Because that is how short that map is, Tasteless.
It's true.
Yeah, you don't need shuttles in that map, man.
That map is tiny. It's like Bloodbath.
The pylon at your ramp warps it right into their base. Why do you need a shuttle?
We're going to start the game. Get ready for some awesome action. Over here, on the left, bottom left, I should say, is
HongUn Prime.
bottom center, but more sharing the right side of the map is our Zerg player. A map that players, if you're Zerg, would like to be on. It's
Kyrix Genius.
Metalopolis.
Metalopolis. So very close locations. Let's see if he does the Overlord scouting trick.
You know, this just hit me because, there's a boxer and a Slayer's boxer. What if two guys, like two Zerg players... Oh,
I just realized something. We can actually go to karaoke with our destroyed voices after this match here.
oh, excellent. That's exactly where I want to go.
That's where I want to go after casting 9
Yeah.
best of 3s.
As I was saying, Kyrix.
Kyrix getting closer. Is he going to dodge? When he sees the Nexus, remember the Nexus does not have the same vision range as the Overlord. Will he turn?
Is he even going to find the Nexus?
So he goes right by it. I think he actually... Oh, nice. He turns around. They never spotted him.
Yeah. Most likely did not see him there.
So Zerg probably going to be able to get their hatch ship pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think he's actually going hatchery first.
Yep.
And actually, here's a problem. That's a forge. So actually, he didn't move his Overlord. Now he moves it forwards.
Oh, double pylon.
Hold position there. Bring 3 drones down. What's up? HongUn, your strat ain't working. Realistically, he should have about 5 drones down here. Chasing the probe at this point. Oh, he surrounds a drone and gets it! HongUn, you are so far behind.
Basically, if you're confused about what's happening, you can make one pylon here, another pylon here, and it blocks off. Then you make cannons contain them. And it is pretty bad
Yeah.
for the Zerg.
At this point, there are so many options that our Zerg player can do. HongUn is in a terrible, terrible position. Most likely he's going to go for a +1 warp gate rush. That is the thing that is most likely going to work out for him, if anything.
That's what you do in StarCraft 1, except without the warp gates.
Yeah.
There's a similar strategy you can do. In StarCraft 1, you would actually make a pylon, like around here. Let's just pretend there's a mineral patch. So you make a pylon here, another pylon here, and make a cannon.
Yeah.
Imagine there's a mineral patch blocking that. And then the cannon finishes and actually just shoots down the hatchery. The Zerglings can't touch it.
Can't touch this.
Can't touch this. Can't touch the Zerglings. Hammer time. Cannon time.
Cannon time. Well, I mean, the Zerg player here, he has so many different things that he can actually do against this. He can drone like crazy, he can tech like crazy, he can get an upgrade if he wants. There's a lot of options for him. Not a whole lot for our Protoss player. Now, depending on how good he thinks his opponent is, he can do some different things. He could actually just play it out as if nothing ever happened, take an expansion, if he thinks he's way better than our Zerg player. But, again, a very good Zerg player will beat that. So
I feel like the best thing you could do, in my opinion, would just be to expand here or here and just get Roach. Because he's going to get +1 attack here.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Roach is 100% what I would do here. You don't want to go Speedling against a +1 rush because the Zealots will just tear it apart.
Oh, yeah.
They will just two-shot the Zerglings, and the difference that makes is almost unfathomable. So, definitely, I think the best option is for him to go Roach, and I'd go it with a reasonably fast layer. You want that Roach speed done. And he can actually do all that. He's just so far ahead at this point. He does have Zergling speed making. It's okay to get Zerglings also. The only thing is, if it's pure Zerglings and he makes a lot of Zealots with +1, you're in trouble.
Third gate. Nope.
Interesting.
Blink. Gonna go for Blink. Blink, an amazing ability. Very good book, I understand.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now.
I'm going to read it after you.
It's going to take a while. I'm slow. You know,
he's getting a lot of lings, actually, here. More than I expected. Actually,
but he is
way
getting
more.
the Roach Warren as well.
By the way, we have Hallucination being upgraded.
Blink is being made. Oh, wait, no, that's Hallucination. Never mind. Or no, is that Blink?
Oh, no, that's
that is Blink.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
No, yeah, it is
That's
Hallucination.
We don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry.
It's very similar icons, I believe.
Yeah. Sorry about that,
They're both
guys.
like circly looking eye things.
No cannon here to block.
He has +1 now.
I'm surprised he's going to go for lings, though, considering the +1 attack.
Yeah, that's the thing. But
then again, lings, actually, I don't know. I mean, your opinion with Zerg, how strong are mass lings versus stalkers with blink?
against Stalkers with Blink, they can be fine. You can actually surround them and go catch them when they blink away. But the thing is, with the +1 and also Sentries can negate Lings quite hard, and I don't know, it's just... HongUn looks like he may actually just be going for upgrades and expanding, which, you know, is kind of a nod towards, I think I can outplay this guy still. And in fact, his opponent is going so many Lings and Roaches, his economy isn't half what it could be. He could have fully droned and then gotten these units in time to stop any rush. Now, HongUn definitely looks like he's going to expand, yeah.
He's going to play it safe. Play it very safe.
Yeah. In fact, we may see him go ahead and harass a little bit with the Blink Stalkers while expanding, and just, you know, blink to safety.
So this is actually the Blink upgrade.
Yeah, that's the Blink one.
So he did get Hallucination.
That's right. There it is. Hallucinated Phoenix.
Scouting. And he's going to use that to blink up into the main.
Pretty cool.
This is going to be so cool.
But there's a lot of creep out there. There's a lot of Roaches and Zerglings, so I don't think it's going to work out very well. In fact, he may lose every single Stalker by doing this. Yeah, that is just too many units. This is not going to be a good move for him. He's going to need another Blink to get out of here. Stalker's on the low ground, getting a lot of pot shots here.
That didn't work.
Yep, that did not do very much, except make him lose some Stalkers.
Now he makes a Nexus over here. Hatchery on the way. By the way, I think in the future of StarCraft, I think the Hallucination ability with the Colossus
you can do some cool stuff with that.
Is actually going to be so powerful because people target fire that stuff so much. There goes another attack.
Right, he's going to want to blink these Stalkers out of here. It's actually silly that he's trying to blink micro them away. You should just get out of there, get a better position, because there's just too many units here, and even damaging the Stalkers. In fact, he just kills one Stalker.
Shot one of his own Stalkers.
Yeah, man. Thought it was a Zerg Stalker. Zerg doesn't have Stalkers, he's still a guy.
He makes sure going for a kill now. Roach is back off, rightfully so. Gonna go for the Overseer here.
Roach speed rather, not done quite yet. And some of these getting trapped. He does have a Zealot though to hold off some Zerglings. The Roach is just coming up and pounding face. I don't know if this is the most elegant way to go about having your lead, but HongUn looks like he is going to be able to hold this.
Got some Hydras out here as well. I think he might actually just bust him here.
Yeah, he may in fact kill this Nexus.
That will be GG if he does, with Zerg already having an expansion up over here.
HongUn in some trouble here.
Nice micro by HongUn. He's showing he's an impressive player, but this wasn't his initial strategy. This is his plan B.
Yeah, that's some great blink micro, by the way, but just too many units for our Zerg player, Kyrix. And, you know, Kyrix, as you were saying, Tasteless, he has that extra base. HongUn right now, just a bunch of damaged Stalkers. That's all he's got, man. Is that going to be enough? I don't think so.
More Hydras moving out. Get revenge over here. Lings as well. He will blink up the ramp. Not ramp, ledge here, rather.
he's being as cost efficient with these Stalkers as he possibly can against overwhelming unit counts. But really, it would take an amazing miracle for him to actually hold off our Zerg player Kyrix. With that third hatchery up, he's got such an economical advantage. Let's take a look at that advantage on the income tab. He's got not quite twice as much, but 50% more. And it's going to get even higher as he makes more drones. But right now, looks like he wants to just keep making units. Stalker's trying to do something here.
Blinking away. It's amazing what you can do on the map with Stalkers. They can get almost anywhere. And HongUn Prime, I think, possibly the best Stalker user in the world.
Definitely one of. Got to give a little shout out to Kiwi Khaki, though. His Stalkers are actually quite elegant.
French-Canadian player, very talented. Hope he comes out here someday. Here we go. He's going to come in once again, but I think this is going to smash the Nexus. You can blink away, but you can't manage to save the key building, the Nexus here.
He does have a couple photon cannons up. Now, if he can crush this army, it could be the beginning of a comeback because only units are being made right now for HongUn. Look at this, going out preemptively, trying to hit some units that were on hold position, but he's getting caught over here on the side. Uses some nice force fields, but the Hydras, they're not engaging with the Stalkers. Instead, going after the photon cannons, but there are just too many Zerg units here, man. I don't know, a beautiful blinking. And can he actually end up killing all these Stalkers without... Well, the Hydras without losing the Stalkers.
He needs to just get a few more units out here to hold off this attack, but actually no, more Hydras and Lings.
Yeah, more Hydras, more Roaches, more everything. GG. He really tried on holding that off. He almost did several times. Kyrix just got really hyper-aggressive there.
You know what? He looked so impressive considering he was way behind after the cannon rush failed. But, being a player that did cannon rushes like that in StarCraft 1, I know exactly what he is feeling right now. Because when you mess that up, it's like, oh, now I'm in a really weird bad situation. So.
And he based his entire strategy upon the cannon rush. And nowadays, Zergs are putting a drone at the bottom of the ramp a lot of the time blindly. But even so, he did not check for the Overlord coming in. So the Overlord, he didn't know what position his opponent was in before he decided to do this strategy. Which is okay if you checked for the Overlord and made sure he's not that one, because if the Zerg knows it's coming, that is not getting up.
And the Overlord saw the Forge.
Absolutely, yeah. So he saw it, then it's not going to go up, HongUn. Yeah. You need to check for that Overlord as it comes in if you're going to go ahead and commit on that map with that strategy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, not much else to say about that. Both players have confirmed that they're ready. So we're going to get this game going in just a minute here. I hope HongUn Prime can show us another game with a win. Because I love casting his games. I know he's capable of it. We're going to be doing this on Xel'Naga Caverns, a map that is very fun to cast.
Yeah.
And a map that can be pretty tough for Zerg against Protoss, especially with 4-gate rushes and stuff like that. But then again, they did upgrade the Roach. So it might be a little bit easier to stop. Let's find out in just a second. On Xel'Naga Caverns, let's get ready. This is the GSL.